sick of working as a teacher in our dreadful education system? Would you rather work in a job where you tell more lies than a teacher at parents' evening? And would you like to do it while making more money than you ever would do as a classroom teacher? Well, then maybe you can start working for the DFE and become their videographer to film regular content, including stuff for Gillian Keegan for her social media channels. I'd love to say this was a joke, but it's not. We know that the DFE, or just generally the government, are absolutely crap. And you know what they say about turds? You can't polish one. Despite trying to pay 50 grand a year to, it tells you everything you need to know when the role is just for 6 months. Either that's 6 months until the next election or 6 months until we get another education secretary. But it says here that the education secretary is a keen user of social media, which probably reminds every secondary school teacher of the conversations they have with every one of their children. You know, if they spent less time on things like this and actually applied themselves in the work they should be doing, they might be capable of getting some good results. You know, think about the impact that amount of money is going to have on our students. It's going to be about as useful as when teachers write VF in an exercise book. But just consider, if any school was just given that amount of money, think of the impact it could have on so many students. It could get 1 or 2 more members of staff to help teachers get PPA so that they can then have time to best plan and deliver the best possible curriculum for their children. It could be used to just provide necessary resources to deliver the curriculum we're expected to teach. Or it could be used to assess children with specific learning needs and then help put things in place to help these children access the curriculum, because we know the SEND provision is an absolute turd show because of these charlatans, and that's frustrating for not just the children, parents and staff. Or, you know, it could go into helping the school building so that teachers and schools aren't panicking about whether the roof's going to crumble. But no, let's spend the money on paying someone to take some pictures of these people who are so out of touch with what's going on in schools. I mean, if they're paying that much for a photographer, can you imagine who they're paying to write all the works of fiction they tweet about how teaching's great and wonderful and there's never been as many opportunities to go far in teaching when we're faced with the biggest recruitment and retention crisis we've ever had? I had to laugh in the article when it said that one of the special advisors is a social media expert who's previously worked with Matt Hancock and Rishi Sunak, and we know how good their social media content is. Check out this effort from our unelected spineless Prime Minister recently.
If you live in or around Blythe, you're going to want to hear this. We're giving your town £20 million to improve
what a transition.
Like High Street.